Oh, wow. And a magnet in there. Hello, friends. Hi, I was just fixing some of my items there. Okay. It's time to relax and paint. I have my greenstones out tonight. I love this moss agate. I got it last week and I'm still just so obsessed with it. So I want to be inspired by nature again tonight for my painting. And have an idea for a lovely bird painting. I used to avoid painting birds, but I have this little, I have a watercolor tutorial booklet that is going to help me be better. So let's try. I'm going through a tutorial that's in front of me here. So first it looks like you make sort of a line like this. I need to leave plenty of space around because I want to put little tree, I still want to have like tree branches and stuff. So it says to take your dirty water first, or just water in general, and make this shape. Okay, the middle part of the bird. Okay, and this is with a lemon yellow, it suggests. Okay, it's going to be a very yellow bird. Actually, it's called a yellow warbler, if anybody is into birds. Okay, so it was basically a straight edge and then kind of a half circle, but a little bit fatter on top. Okay. And then it says add a small circle for the head with that half circle. Okay, so using the same color up here. Okay, we've added a head now, but it says to, okay, make this like a straight with that. Okay. Uh-oh, I feel like my head is too big. No, I think we can still work with it. We can still make this a little bigger. Okay, it's generally not too bad. Okay, then when the paint is still wet, dip the tip of the brush in a raw umber. Well, we've got this more of a gold color, I think we can use here. And I've got a little bit of this brown color, which I feel is close to the umber. All right, that was sort of, okay. It said while it's still wet, but I feel like it's bleeding too much over into the other side. So let's just try to take a dry brush and take that. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Hi, friends. We are doing a yellow warbler painting tonight. Okay, so now, oh, I forgot the bottom end is tail feathers. Okay, and that will be more of this golden color. And it's straight out. Okay, then it has the brown as well. since I'm painting tiny, I can't put as many details into my bird as the little tutorial that I have in front of me is doing, because my bird is so small and my brush can only show so much detail. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. With the paint still wet, add a violet to the wing. Oh, okay, it says to add a little bit of, we're gonna try that, okay. Color theory for the win. Yeah, that purple does look good over top of the yellow. Okay, sweet. All right. And I have to change my page, go to the next page for the end of it. Okay, it's coming along. All right, now it's time to add a beak with a neutral tint. Okay. We're gonna take this brush now. Prussian blue. I think we will use this gray. You have to have a very steady hand when it comes to getting them so tiny. I love your painting. Thank you, Henry. I'm using Payne's Gray for the beak here. And the bird's head, giving it a little bit of a bird. Okay, so then just kind of blend a little with some water here. Help give it okay, that gave it a little more dimension. And then use the tip a bit more curve. Oh gosh. Knocking my stuff over. Well, nothing catches on fire at least, so we're good. Just happy little accidents. That's all we do here. I just bumped my my thing. I was trying to look at the stages of this painting. Okay. And we will do our little eyeball. Okay, it looks like it's straight across from... Okay, and we have an eyeball and we have a beak. Okay. Once the body is dry, enhance the intensity of the violet in the wings. Okay, and give your bird little feet. Mixture of orange and yellow could make it. Okay, I think this is gonna be a good enough color. We'll add a little orange. and it had them lined up like this. And then 3 little claws down here. So tiny. I don't know about you guys, but like as I've gotten older, I've actually paid more attention to the birds, and it's kind of fun. I don't know if it's because I got older or because of like COVID, when you're home bored and you go outside and sit, nothing else to do, and then you'd hear birds and go, oh, I wonder what that bird is. Or you'd see a bird, well, I wonder what that one's named. And it got me more and more into birds. Okay, and then it suggests a little bit of that purple over the head as well. And a little more intense here with the tiny little feathers. Okay, that bird is actually looking like a real bird. Sometimes it's tricky, but we did it. This tiny little... Okay, and now we build the scene around him. He's an inch finch. That's funny. It's a warbler. It's actually a yellow warbler. Now let's build a nice little place where he is hanging out, he or she. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I'm just putting him on a lovely tree limb. Let's make this one a little fatter on this side. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna really come together. I can see it already. Now let's do another branch just over here. Sometimes you just have to see where it wants to flow. And that's enough because we're going to be adding all the green around now. So switch up our brush. And I'm going to start with, I'll start with some lighter green and then build darker. So I already had some green on my brush and just getting it a little bit wet and kind of help blend out some of this green. Maybe there's already some other trees back here, light and soft. Drop a little yellow in there. I like dropping yellow into the green because sometimes it just helps it feel like the sun is coming through it. It's already starting to come alive. The green really is making it pop. So I just wanted to feel like it's completely inside a grassy and tree-filled area. And we don't see the sky or anything. All we see is the trees and the bird. So just be very carefully filling in all the green around. Drop a little more yellow up here. I'm really starting to feel like there's just a little bit of sun coming through the green trees. Looks amazing. I could never do that. Yeah, you probably could after a little bit of practice. You know, I do this every night, so, you know, 2 years ago, I was saying, oh my gosh, I could never do that. And then here I am, just making this happen. And you guys, I followed a tutorial to do the bird, so I couldn't do that bird on my own probably, but I'm looking at I have a book off to the side that is kind of showing me what colors to use and how, you know, because I'm always trying to improve my skills, so it looks so cute. Okay. And now I'm going to start dropping in even darker greens. Really offset it. So I'm finding where I left white spots and I'm just filling it in with the different shades. And we're just tapping them in just to kind of give that illusion of the trees. I need a little bit more over here. We don't need as much of the dark. Just blending it a little more. Okay. All right, I think now we're ready for doing just take the black pen and do our little lining, because that's the way that I do it. Now, the tutorial that I am looking at just leaves them loose like this, so it would have just been finished like this. But I like the more illustrative style, which is more like outlining. So let's do that. Thank you. Hello. Okay, we'll start with a little do. All right, and then this little guy over here too. Uh-oh, it got wet. The tip of the pen, when it gets wet, it does not want to cooperate. Okay, I got it. I just have to work with it on a different surface for a minute, and then it comes back. Turn it this way. I just get some black lines in here. Maybe. All right, I gotta switch pens. Is this one gonna wanna work for me tonight? We will see. Okay, this one should work. Just some little lines. Give us a little bark texture on our guy there. Okay. All right, fingers crossed. Let's do this. I'm gonna lay it flat. Get my pen. Okay, that's better. It just helps, you know, just bring it all together with the cute little outline. See, I love a good outline. Pretty bird. You know, that happens to me all the time, right? It's so annoying. All right, and then, okay, well, a little outline. These little legs. Because why not? Okay. So tiny. Okay, and then just do a little bit of lines around the leaves of the tree. I like to do that and just give it that little bit of extra illustration. Doesn't really matter the shapes that you make, because it's just kind of to sort of make it look like there's outlines of the leaves or branches or whatever. See, it just gives it a little extra detail. Okay, just a couple of them back here a little bit. There. I like adding little polka dots sometimes. It just adds a little extra there. Oh, and my magnet is in the way. There. Cool, cool, cool. Henry, you said you would buy this for 100. Thank you. What a cool compliment. I actually do sell them for $40. So if you are serious, you can go on my website, hellotinypainters, and order it. Okay, we're finished. Yay. That turned out really good. I'm really proud of it. What do you guys think? I'm gonna adjust my light a little. Sometimes my light is totally different and at different angles. There we go. Okay, so that is my painting for tonight. I'm only doing one painting because I have some other things I need to get to before heading to bed, but thank you for relaxing and painting with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you are interested in ordering this, go to my website, hellotinypainters, and there is a way to order custom tiny paintings. Okay, thanks everybody. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Good night, and don't forget, I hope that you're subscribed to Hello Tiny Painters. Okay, bye-bye.